A whole lot of failure. So, for those who didn't catch the last episode, I had my ass handed to me by killer robots. Essentially robots that are capable of killing it. These things right here. My guys aren't strong enough to kill them, so I'm not going to try dealing with them at the moment, I don't think. They're essentially like, you know, a whole bunch of these, like, robots that fire energy cannons at you, or just guys that do really damning damage to melee. I might be able to deal with them in the future, but for now I'm just too weak to really deal with them, so I'm just going to go to Citadel and not worry about them. Huh, there's trouble over here. Hey, cool, an under barrel flashlight. Chance to hit. Actually... we'll do that. It's nice to always find stuff like that to basically pick up. So before I go, may want to come over here. I saw, I think, what looks like a logbook page from, like, you know, Ace's logbook. Gonna try picking it up. Yeah, logbook page. So look for the rest of his logbook. So basically this is another one of the pages here. So August 10th, fell in with snake squeeze in the cellar from Rail Nomad. Wanted to make sure protection on his way to Blurred. Nice to him to share his water, but I wish the boring son of a indecipherable would shut up. So I basically plan to come back here when I'm much stronger to kill those things. Right now I'm not, you know, in any shape or form capable of killing them, so I'm not going to try. There's really no good strategy against those bots. Plus my luck was not doing too well either, so... Gonna refill my water here, I guess. Bit more radiation up there, apparently. What's this? Mysterious shrine? Why not? Look for stuff to basically look into. What's this shrine all about? Is there stuff to kill? Stylized layers are carved into the base of this shrine in the shape of three snakes. Serpents insidious, blah blah blah. They're all inspired. Cool. Slick will get some more brute force, I think. For now. That's cool to find. Yeah, there's stuff in the Wasteland you can find, like these like, you know, shrines and stashes and such. That have like been hinted at through like the game lore. This leads to over something over here, I guess. Alright, let's see if I can go to Ranger Citadel then. Because I have to go talk to the guy to get red suits. Hey look, stuff to dig up. Cool. Can't stop the chat, Team Echo. Team Evil's always got a job to do. So I guess that's one of your teams. Oh, let's go get some water, I guess. I never really explored Ranger Citadel all that much. But it's like our home base. Get some stuff from that. So Ranger Brass Knucks. Sorry, I can't talk to you right now. Gotta clean up the graffiti. Use perception. Well, I can open this up easily enough. Get some stuff from the chest here, I guess. So there's a Mark II 7, so there's a burst gun if I want it, but I really don't. Just gonna sell it anyways. Huh, there's another one over here. So there's all the stuff I missed like the first time at Ranger Citadel, or perhaps it is, you know, stuff that comes up. I'm not sure if it's like rocks or something you can just pick through, you know, the first time around, or what the deal of it is. A spike collar that gives charisma but less kiss ass. That might be good for her. A short barrel, library card. So you're turning into a pack mule, so give this over. That over.
God damn it, Ace. Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
Sorry, but
okay.
you are. As cute as little kittens. Y'all remind me of us. Snake, Razor, Thrasher, and me. Back when we were just starting out. Thinking we were gonna save the world for the future. Thinking none of us would ever die. Christ, sorry. Don't listen to me. Youth is good. Optimism is good. If we all started out worn out and jaded like me, nobody'd ever try to change the world. So you kids go ahead and give it a go. Maybe it'll work this time. You better call him Gilbert now. Funny, back in the day, he just seemed like this big old growly bear. Strong as an ox and just about as articulate. But then he got all torn up during our fight with the robots from Base Cochise, and he couldn't go out on patrol no more. Any other commander would have handed him his walking papers, but Vargas doesn't dump old friends. So he started him working in the museum. And once you know it, turns out the old bear has a knack for cartography. He's been gradually mapping our little corner of the Wasteland ever since. Who'd have thunk it? An old military facility from before the war, and the biggest fight the Rangers ever had. There was some crazy computer in there that kept spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. We had one hell of a fight putting it down. Earned our stripes that day. Literally. That's when I became Captain Deth.
A computer was making robots?
Yeah. The Base Cochise AI. Don't know what was wrong with it. Broken, I guess. It thought everybody was its enemy. Wanted to kill the whole planet. He's another one gone. Went out for a patrol a few weeks back and never came home. Don't know if he's dead, or AWOL, or gone off to join the Scorpions. All anybody knows is he hasn't called in, and we haven't heard from anybody who's seen him. I miss old Hellraiser like blazes. Didn't talk much. Didn't make friends easy. Wasn't big on social graces. But he was as loyal as they come, and when the shit started flying, he was the guy you wanted at your back. He didn't win that name by accident. Sharp as a razor, scary as hell.
Well, I guess it's gonna turn a story time episode right here, but whatever.
You weren't briefed on those fucks during your training? Well, let me fill you in. You know when we left the prison and moved here to the Citadel? Well, the Scorpions were the jerks who moved into the prison when we moved out. Just a bunch of Rangers back then, but they've been getting more organized. Call themselves the militia now, and they try to act like they're the Desert Rangers of Eastern Arizona. Well, that's a load of horse shit. The protection racket ain't the same as protecting people. They shake down all their towns for money, and if the locals don't kick in, they smash them up. The Rangers aren't like that. We get by on donations and good old-fashioned scavenging. Basically everything between the prison and the radiation clouds to the east. There are a few small towns and farms out there, which the Scorpions claim is their territory. Rangers used to patrol that area before we moved here, and we knew it pretty well. But a lot can change in 15 years. Who knows? Maybe it's all as clean and nice and crime-free as the Scorpions say it is. But I've got my doubts. The edges of the map, kiddies. Big hot areas we can't get into without getting cooked to a crisp. The clouds move around some with the wind and the weather, but there are permanent hot spots on every side of us. North, south, east, and west. Until we started hearing those weird broadcasts, I kinda thought those clouds went on forever, and that Arizona was the last place on Earth. But maybe there's more people out there. Maybe the whole rest of the world's just fine, and we're the only ones in hell. Wouldn't that be a joke? Ace played me some of them before he died. Hard to make out a lot of it, but what I heard made my hair stand on end. Some guy talking about turning men into machines. Or machines into men, or some shit. But the crazy thing was, then he starts talking about us, the Rangers. Saying we're the cause of all the trouble in the world, and we need to be wiped out so his glorious future can be born. I mean, who is this guy? Where is he? What the fuck does he have against us? Yep. He was one wild-ass son of a bitch back in the day. But I think the weight of his responsibilities has kind of squashed that out of him now. He hasn't been in a decent bar fight in, shit, a decade, maybe? Better than he'd like. Back in the day, the General was the craziest of us all. But somehow, after he brought down Base Cochise, he became the sanest. Now he's running the whole show, and doing a damn fine job. While I'm still walking patrols and answering radio calls. Shows you how much ambition I got, huh? They all hurt, but this one... Man, Ace wasn't even a ranger. Not at first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Farron Brygo up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Brygo sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in quartz. He'd pissed somebody off out there and they'd locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise, and never stopped. Vargas eventually gave him the uniform and the hat, but I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. And now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble, I knew it. He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on. Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me. Then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Rail Nomads to give him the repeater units. But he told me to go back to base. He said he was just jumping at shadows because those radio broadcasts had spooked him. I should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him? I don't really know the details. It's all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about transmitters and north-south axis and signals bouncing off the clouds. Ask Woodson about it. He's our radio genius. Radio technician Wade Woodson? Sure do. He's the guy that makes sure you can hear Vargas when you're out on patrol. Keeps the machines running and the signal clear. He'll also talk your ear off about circuits and frequencies and I don't know what else if you let him. But be nice to him. He's your lifeline to the base.
There's quite a bit of stuff to learn from the NPCs, I guess.
Could be a nice little place if the Atchisons and Topekans would kiss and make up. I can't even remember what it's all about, but between them, they got enough old railroad tech that if they worked together, they could give this area a real transportation system. Instead, seems like all they want to do is blow each other's heads off. Idiots. Man, not sure I can recall. Haven't been out that way in ages. Don't even know if it's still on the map. Ask Thrasher. He'd know. Look, I know you've already been out in the field, so I gotta ask. You find anything out about Ace's killer yet? A robot? He was killed by a robot? But we killed all the robots back when we blew up Base Cochise. Where the fuck did this thing come from? God damn it. Now we gotta find out who sent the robot. You sure you don't want some help with this?
That could be useful.
Okay, I was just asking.
I might get her to help me later, but she might be a follower, so you haven't really seen followers yet, but followers are like, NPCs that can get to follow you and help you out. I messed up and didn't get one at High Pool, which I could have gotten, but it'd be cool if I got her. Alright, let's sell off some of the crap I've got here. And we'll sell this too, I guess. There's a wooden staff. I might buy this actually right now. I'm tempted to buy this, but the thing is that it's more or less for my sniper who doesn't use the melee weapon as much, so I'm not going to worry about as much. Oh cool, I can go in here now. So let's see what Ranger Citadel is all about. So before I go there, I think I'll just go around and have a look around. See if there's anything else I missed. Read this stuff if I want to. You want to say Sporeman, Die Desert Ranger, Dr. Mike Scott, Lance Corporal Ken Stone. I wonder if these people are, you know, Kickstarters and stuff. Makes you wonder what the special names are all about. Alright, I think this is actually going to be it for this episode, but I think next time we'll see what the Ranger Citadel is going to be all about. Well, maybe I'll go in here, I'll do a little bit of trying to see if there's anything major in here first. This is a big area. Big enough, I guess. Alright, Team Echo, isn't it? Let's put a face to a name. I'm Captain Hunter, Team Delta. That's because we're different from our teams you met. Special Ops. Well, let's just say we're the Ranger Team. Virus calls when our teams get out of line. Move along, Rangers. So, I guess we can like use this as like a storage locker, this thing right here. Stuff I want to keep that, you know, is maybe taking up space. They won't want to use this yet. Dump it in here, perhaps. This guy's a shopkeeper. Our young sergeant has a build and high confidence of born jock. His neck is bigger around his than his head, and his biceps strain his sleeves with a tight t-shirt. Jeez, they haven't even assigned you bunks yet, and your already old man sent you off on a couple of do-or-die missions. Well, that's the way it goes with the Desert Rangers these days. I'm sorry to say, so we better get your kid out ASP. You ready to equip yourselves, or do you have some questions first? All right, well. I'll talk to these guys, I think, next time around, but for now... I'm basically going to, you know, hold off, I think. We'll do this all next episode.
Or perhaps...
So, Ranger Citadel 1. I think it's enough recording for now. Take care.